fake game in. So the game is Spelljammer, Pirates of Realm Space. Ooh, go live, quick. We are live. The timer is exactly 1 hour. Don't know what it means.
Well,
I have no idea what that means, but it's exactly 1 hour and that makes me very happy.
good, good. Well, I'm glad you're happy after.
Uh, Also, totally unrelated to this. Yeah, D Dark Alliance. It's okay.
Okay,
Like hot take. It's not that bad. It's kind of garbage, but it's okay.
okay. Well, do you remember what happened last time?
Mind flayers.
Mind
Uh,
flares.
as far as my character is aware, he was told to help these guys find someone, and then has been involved in multiple murders, evading the police, and then attacking a world that may or may not be full of mind flayers.
I totally forgot about all the murders. That's how little impact they have on quotation marks my character.
Yeah, you did do a lot of murder.
Hey, we've got
Lot.
2 new crewmates, so all in all, net gain.
Net net gain was achieved. It's true in terms of just how many people were on your ship. But yeah. So, we ended last time with you all meeting up in the reception area of this definitely a
And we
normal
were
spa.
and we were about to head the
Da-
the only option
Downstairs.
that is we can
Yeah,
see
the
downstairs.
the only way that you can possibly go.
I mean, I could go through the wall if that helps.
Maybe it will. Yeah, break through the wall as a bunch of like mind flayers in front of like consoles watching us. Like, I didn't think they'd come through the wall.
You just decide, well, may as well just try that, I guess.
Is any is anyone actually good at perceiving things?
Uh, let's
I-
check the
Plus three. I'm okay at it.
robot and the clown. Perception +3 on Robobo. Perception +1 on Ronald. So
Okay.
+3 seems to be our high point.
Yep, that does seem to be the high point.
Ah,
So
Okay, I'm here to follow orders.
well, 99% chance we found mind flayers. Be ready to kill things.
So when you head downstairs, you enter a room, and it's identical to the spa room from upstairs, except it has more people pointing guns at you.
Where do we enter from?
You enter from this area.
I'm gonna have to zoom out because I can't see where you're pointing.
From there.
from
You enter from over there. That would be the spa room, like the sauna.
How'd you do
So
the
we come out here.
How'd you do the symbols on the tokens again? I'm trying to see if there's an invisible
The
one.
little,
The little cog.
Oh, it's the cogwheel. Then what?
no, it's the little
No, it's not the cog.
one next to the cog.
The circle.
Yeah, the circle.
Ah, yeah, it's a circle. But yeah, roll initiative.
Why did we get moved up there?
That's where you came from.
Oh, I thought you said we came from down here. Sorry.
No, Lauren said that.
That's where I thought we might have come in because it's got an actual door on it. 22.
Sure, that symbol works for invisible, definitely. That's a strong nat one there.
Yep.
They did not see us coming.
They did not. They really were, in spite of the fact that they were ready for you guys.
It's like, I'm just gonna look under this table a second. Kicks through door.
Yep, they just were not ready. Ah, well, the rest of them didn't do too bad.
That one guy banged his head on the table on the way back up.
There we go. So, are you? It's you to go first. You see 4 people aiming guns at you.
I guess shoot at this guy just because he's the most out in the open.
Got it.
You know, that wonderful not having to run in.
Fire away.
Boop, boop, boop. That should be advantage. So
Is this accurate in any way?
so
45 feet.
Miss.
2019 30 in.
2 of those hit, 1 of those misses.
Yeah, I imagined the 13 was a no-go. Oh, wait a minute. Do they have shields?
That one had roll damage for 1 of them.
Alright, I'll just take that one then.
Okay.
I
Is this
realised before
accurate?
clicking 2.
That guy is already dead.
So is this accurate that it's 50 feet to here?
Yeah.
Okay, just thought I'd make sure.
Not that anyone can
Is-
see, he also moves in that general direction.
Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fair enough. Justin, it's now you.
You know what? I'll move my entire action to get next to this guy,
Okay.
and I'll say, "Come at me, bro."
Okay.
Getting whilst holding my lightsaber in my hand.
Your saber lighter.
Yeah. Sorry, my laser sword.
Your lasery sword. Next turn is this boy who crawls out of a corpse.
The puppy.
The pupper, yes. And Pupper is gonna go. You stealing my ride.
Isn't he invisible?
You're right, he is.
Look, I even put a little symbol.
You're right. He is invisible. The pupper goes for you.
Oh.
The pupper sees you.
Well, fuck you, puppy.
Pupper is gonna try and attack you.
He's gonna be so disappointed when he realizes I don't have a brain.
Does a 14 hit?
I accidentally closed my sheet. It does not.
Passes. Well, now can you make
Oh, sure. Intellect devourers don't need to see things. I forgot.
Yeah. They don't. Then please make an intelligence saving throw.
I don't know about that. Intelligence on this guy. Oops. So 30 in.
13. You're fine. You feel the pupper trying to sort of poke at your circuitry psychically, but are like, nah. You managed to
poke.
resist.
Bad.
Your firewall is strong enough.
Bad puppy.
Next, it's gonna be this guy's turn. He's gonna turn to the person who just ran up to his friend and try and shoot him a bit, because why not?
Just a little bit.
Does a 24 hit, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, do you have a shield?
You should have a 3-layer shield.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Listening.
Yes, I do.
Then you
Three
are
there.
fine. Next is the one who's next to you, who is gonna try and shoot you also because they're not good at fighting in range. He's just gonna try and blap you with his gun. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Yeah, he tries to shoot you, but he's terrified that you're right behind him. Next is Ronald.
Is he gonna get his burger buns out and smash them with it? I'm sorry.
This guy's not having a good day. Then it's you, Constantine.
Constantine is going to fire his trust. Actually, I'm going to fire the laser rifle at the little brain thing that's attacking the midair because I don't know what that is. I know
Ah,
how dangerous that can be.
fair enough. Roll to hit.
I believe that would miss,
That
so
is
I'm
a
going to
miss.
use a maneuver to roll an extra
Precision,
d8
you
for the
precise boy. Roll your precision die.
5,
You
so 15 to hit.
hit. You hit the little
Can I
brain
use 2
boy.
maneuvers on 1 attack?
Um,
I'm not going to bother. That seems like it
I
doesn't make much sense.
don't think you can. I think it's one maneuver per attack.
That's
You
fine.
might be able to. I'm unsure. I'll have to read up on that.
Oh, yeah, that's 19 radiant damage to that thing.
Oof. That boy is. He's looking very hurt, but he's fine.
And I can reach it if I charge at it. So I'm going to
Okay.
fire from range and then just charge straight at it.
Okay.
I end up there, which means it has to make a strength save.
Ah. Strength, you say?
Please be bad.
Uh, I mean, sure, it can make a strength save. Um, how does 0 do you?
0 fails, unsurprisingly. And
What? I'm surprised.
takes
This is an outrage.
it takes 7 damage and is knocked prone.
What you actually mean is you just stomp on it.
So what happens is like Constantine like shoots it and then like barrels down to charge and just it just disappears as he comes through it. It's like
Yep,
covered in goo.
it's kind of
Oh,
just a puddle of goop on your shoe.
oh, oh. That never comes off. Yeah,
Uh,
that's me.
well, now it's guy behind the bar who's going to attempt to shoot the one who's like who just ran up to gang up on his friends first, I guess. Yow. Oh, how does 8 do you, Lawrence?
No, that's a miss.
Damn. Are you? How are you doing? What are you doing? That guy? Okay. He is kind of behind a sort of like table or bench. From you, yes. You do have the angle on this guy to just shoot him in the back.
I
A
should.
guy in armor, he hasn't, he just doesn't take it off. Yes.
That but human.
So get to blasting this poor boy.
I mean, he hasn't taken any damage yet. I mean, now he has.
Now he's roll the crit damage because his shield was still up, but that's not a thing anymore.
I mean, the 22 took care of that, surely.
Yeah. And roll. So it's an advantage, right? Yeah. So yeah. So sorry. Roll the. I'm gonna interpret it as your first two attacks are like the two advantage attacks, and then the next two are your also an advantage attack. So first one hit, and then the next one deals damage, and then the one that you roll 22 also deals damage. Roll those two. That's a definitely dead boy. Nothing's gonna come of that. Mm, mm. Justin.
Um, did I see the brain thing pop out of the guy over here?
Uh, give me what's your passive perception?
My passive is
13.
yeah, 13.
Yeah, you would have seen it. It wasn't exactly hard to not. It wasn't exactly hard to miss. Like
Hmm. So I could, as far as I'm aware, I could assume that a similar thing might happen to this guy.
possibly.
Um, hmm. Alternatively, I'll walk over to this guy and
Hmm.
swing at him once with my light laser sword.
Okay. Roll to hit. Miss.
Miss. And um, hmm, I'll say to him, I'm going to enjoy wiping everybody out here. It's going to be fun. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Gotta remove that guy. Gotta remove this guy. Uh, which means it's this guy. Who's gonna try and shoot you, Lawrence?
Is he on some sort of balcony or something?
No, he exists so initiative could exist.
Oh, okay, right.
This this is a do not look over here.
Okay.
Uh, Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Well, that guy misses. Ronald. Stabberoo. Can I get Can I get extra? Wow. Yeah, roll to hit.
Uh,
Yeah, that boy. How does Ronald kill that boy? Actually, no. Sorry, he has a shield. He's fine. Dab at the. That is a hit. That is a living boy. Ah. Constantine.
So there's a guy behind a bar, and there's a guy who's being sandwiched by Ronald and and Justin,
Yeah, and Justin.
yeah.
a man whose name I've never really been introduced to yet. Uh, oh, 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. I'm gonna take a shot at the guy behind the bar.
Okay. Hit him with your best shot.
It's only a 13.
That would be a miss.
That's fine. I will then move around here.
Fair enough.
Your turn.
Now this guy. Here-
Yeah,
now
no,
this.
Constantine literally shouts, "Oh, I missed your turn!" and shifts behind the wall.
He's gonna say, "Sure." And then this guy, Lawrence, Andrew, and Ronald are the only ones who see us, but this guy disappears behind the bar. Are you? Uh, no. Yes, if you did full movement, you could definitely make it over the bar. Looking over, you can see like the top of a hatch that's open. Yeah. Got it. So roll damage for the first one. So you shoot that guy in the back. That is a dead boy. Okay. Justin, it's your turn.
So that guy's dead.
Well, you just got shot in the back, and it's collapsed.
Okay. Uh, I will move over here. Am I correct in assuming I see a thing about here?
You see a hatch there that presumably that is open and has a sort of like small ladder, and then you can see a passage going down, and then just darkness.
Mm, do I? I don't see anybody going down it, do I?
No, but you do hear footsteps coming from it.
Can I? Oh, I've travelled my entire movement. Um. Hmm. I'll tell everyone that there's uh, a trapdoor here that we need to go down and to get over here quickly.
Okay.
And
Is
that's
that
my
what you want
turn.
to do?
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah. And then this little dude is gonna swipe at Ronald. There's a 23 hit Ronald. Ronald takes 8 damage, and then Ronald needs to make a saving throw. An intelligence kind. Ronald fails that save. Uh, Ronald, please take 17 psychic damage. And what's Ronald's intelligence? Well, it's now 0. And
He's now he's now incapacitated.
he's now incapacitated. Uh,
His turn next, isn't it?
it is now Ronald McDow's turn, but can't do anything. It's now Constantine.
Good to hear. And I'm just gonna shoot the thing that's on top of Ronald,
Okay,
and I'm finally gonna hit without having to waste.
you do hit.
And I'm going to activate Goading Strike. So it needs to make a Wisdom save, or it has disadvantage to try and do anything to someone that's not me. Well, that works. But now I have 19 plus 7, so 26 damage. Which is the actual reason I did it.
Is the 7 bonus damage? What is it? Just the same type of damage as the weapon, or?
Superiority dice, you just roll it and add it to damage.
Okay, we'll assume it is. That is a dead boy.
And I'm done. I think I moved as far as I can move. I have 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, 30. That's as far as I can get.
Fair enough. Uh, initiative count 0 happens. And then a bunch of new friends show up. Yeah, we all like good old friends. They're all our favorite. Aren't good old friends our favorite? These boys are here to have a good time. Except Ronald, who's here to die. And then there we go. Are you? What would you like to do at the appearance of all of these brand new friends who've just crawled out of that like little cover that you found before? Ah, that's no way to start a friendship off. Which one are you attacking? That one, okay. Uh, roll damage for the last two. Dead boy. First attack, dead boy. Sure. You can like you can strip the shields off that guy. Okay, Justin.
Okay. I will move here. I'll then swipe at this guy.
Roll to hit.
23.
That's a hit.
Uh, two, 88. 32.
32. Yeah, that's a dead boy.
Um, is this the same location? Is this square the same location as the trapdoor? Or
Nope, the trapdoor would be there.
okay, I'll step forward here then, and I'll say, "Come at me then."
Very well. Ronald is going to be incapacitated. Uh, then it's going to be this guy who will turn around, try and whack and try and shoot you again. Does a 13 hit?
Nope, that misses.
Constantine.
Maybe he's going to get Keanu Reeves.
Hello.
Hello.
It's now you to like shoot people in the face.
Did you see my message? Like, I just completely lost the internet, which was the problem.
Oh, so yeah.
Everything froze.
No.
Yeah, I sent a message on Discord.
Yeah.
I was trying to move to my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking of just dropping a grenade on top of the other fighter.
That is an option.
I'm just going to shift to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out to here. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to shift over the bar
Mm-hmm.
and then just fire at the first, at the guy closest to me.
Okay.
But I'll have, am I able to like switch guns? Because I've seen these guys have shields, right?
Yes, they do.
So I'm going to like pull out the musket.
Got it. Pew pew, my guy. Pew pew.
That would probably miss. So
Yep.
I'm going to have to precision strike that for an extra D8. 17
Yeah, that hits.
for 12 piercing damage.
That boy looks a bit injured.
And I'm going to stick around.
Fair enough. Oh no. A brain boy who jumps out of the body. Hmm.
He won't be able to get to Chicken McNuggets over there.
Yes.
He will be able to get at the Big Mac in front of him, though.
He will try and get to that Big Mac, that ooey gooey Big Mac. 17 hit?
I know that misses.
Int save.
Something fighters are notoriously good at. 11.
Ah! You have high int, right?
It's an 11.
Take 8 damage. 8 psychotic damage.
If it's psychotic damage, surely I take 0 since I'm already psychotic.
Nah, but it's psychic, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
And then you're fine.
Yeah.
Uh, then... Oh no! N- another puppy shows up. Hmm. Puppy runs over here. Lawrence, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Yes. 25.
Ooh, roll damage.
33.
Yeah, you kill that pupper.
What the fuck is with your guys' weapons?
Sorry?
Uh, weapons that deal a hell of a lot less damage than that.
We're both lightsabers essentially. So laser swords.
Anyway,
Fuck, if
it's
I
not-
knew that a laser sword did that much damage, I would have invested in one.
Fighty boy misses you, Lawrence. Are you? $13. That will. Who are you aiming for? The little brain boy? Tiny brain. Ah, okay. So you hit the brain, and that's a dead brain. Nope. Uh, you aiming for this guy, right?
This one.
Oh, the far guy. Uh,
The
yeah.
injured one.
Remember,
Yeah.
Graham shot him with a musket before.
He did get shot with a musket, but he's still got his shield, so he's fine. Now he doesn't have his shield. That's accurate. Justin,
I'll slash at this guy with my lightsaber. Sorry, laser sword.
roll to, roll to hit.
16.
Miss.
That'll be my turn.
It's now this guy who will attempt to shoot at this muskety boy. There's a 17 hit, Graham.
Miss.
No. Constantine.
Constantine's just gonna finish off the guy he's already shot. Or attempt to anyway. Crit.
Oh yeah, roll damage.
27.
Man. Sucks for that guy. That's a dead boy.
And Constantine's gonna back up around this thing and sort of take up a position where anything would have to go past him to get to Ronald. He doesn't really know much about this Ronald character, and he looks a bit weird, but he doesn't want him to become a brain thing. He's seen that happen to too many friends.
Da-na. Da-na. Brain boy. Who would have? Uh, yep. If you have 19 or higher intelligence, means it's impossible for them to get you. Uh, yeah, no. Lawrence in save.
The 5 misses, by the way, just in case you were
Yeah.
interested.
Int save.
17.
Says you're fine. Brain puppy can do no harm to you. You're too smart. Yes.
I'm too smart for you, doggo.
Are you okay? Yeah. Yes.
That joke got old last session.
You'll make that joke a million times during this campaign. Yes, 23. Gonna. Yep, that is a dead brain. No. A shield goes down for this poor boy. Poor boy.
This might be a dumb question, but what's the advantage coming from? But you don't get that against the intellect devourer.
Yeah,
Because
They
they can
have
fight.
blind sight. That is
They can,
true.
yeah, they.
It is 60 feet.
So you
Never
missed it.
mind.
You
So
missed
that's
it.
miss, miss, and miss. So you miss.
Inty
Sorry.
boy's still there, unfortunately.
Yeah, they see as they can tell a sentient being is near them, basically.
Justin.
Uh, since the brainy boy's there, I'll stab the brainy boy.
Very well. You where what brainy boy? There's no brainy boy near you.
No, yeah,
Oh yeah. You're
yeah.
right. 1 second and he's spawning a brainy boy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it, yeah,
Brainy boy lives. He's okay. Stab that brainy boy.
does a 14 hit the brainy boy?
No, poor brainy boy. You stabbed a brainy boy.
I hate these things. Action surge.
You killed it. You stabbed it. We'll roll
Is it?
damage to see if you kill
Ah,
that, but you know.
I thought you said I missed.
They've got like an AC of like 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
pretty easy to hit.
41.
No, brainy boy's dead. It's a dead brainy boy.
He survived for a very short amount of time, that token.
We loved brainy boy.
I'll then turn to uh, I'll then turn to this guy and I'll say, "Yeah, this doesn't look good for you."
This guy agrees and says, "Why?" Then he disengages and runs away into his little
Where does he
safety
run?
hole. Into his little safety hole.
There's a little thing here, like a little
Oh, okay,
There's
sure.
there's a hatch there.
match there.
Is it me?
That's where he ran. And that's initiative.
Can I
Wait,
can I
what?
s- can I in that case can I step here, look down the hatch and shoot him in the face with my laser rifle?
Okay, when you go to look down the hatch, there's no one there. Also, do you have dark vision?
No, I'm a human. Damn it.
Ah, well, more importantly, it's too dark.
Would I be able to drop a grenade down the hatch?
Don't see why not.
Would I think it would actually do anything?
Is that what you want? Do you want to go drop a grenade down there?
Do I think it would actually do anything? Because the guy can't have got far enough to avoid the grenade.
Theoretically, it might do something. Like, there's some stairs. You could probably roll it. Like, you could. Do you have dark vision?
Give me a second. Sorry, I'll give you an answer to that in like 2 minutes.
Whilst he's thinking about dropping a grenade, I'll walk over to Ronald and waft a chicken McNugget under his nose.
I do not have dark vision.
In that case, you'd be unsure because, as far as you can tell, it's just a ladder. Then, like, it's sort of you see a step, and then it's just sort of too dark to see much else.
Okay, then
Theoretically, if there's a lot of stairs, it might work.
I mean,
If if
There
there
might
aren't
also be
um,
other things down there, and it might blow them up as well, right?
accurate, it could do that. Or there might be like, a lot of stairs, like too many stairs, and it just blows up halfway down a corridor. You don't know.
Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll decide that explosions are better saved till later.
Fair enough.
Need to
Are
get me a
you?
grenade launcher.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Uh, I'll take. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he dribbles at you guys.
I'll take a chicken McNugget out of his pocket and waft it under his nose.
He continues to dribble at you guys.
I'll put it in his mouth and make him eat it.
He starts choking a bit.
Yeah. I'll ensure he doesn't actually choke to death on it. I'll pick him up
Very well.
and
What
just
boy? What
carry
poor
him with
boy?
me.
He's the chick. You just see the chicken nugget like just slides out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Very,
I'll just carry Ronald with me.
very well. Now, Andrew, important question: do you have dark vision?
And
In that
um,
case, none of can, none of. Do any of you have torches?
Yes,
Ah, then you.
1 second.
I pull out a torch and light it.
There you go.
I click the
No,
on button, and then I shine
I
it down the thing.
Okay, you see a long staircase that starts winding downwards.
Did anyone check the other rooms up here before we head down into the darkness? Just in case?
yeah, that's a good idea actually. Um,
I'm gonna keep an eye on the hole, and I've got like my gun tracked down the hole with like a grenade ready to go if I see something.
uh, with Ronald on my back, I'll move over here and look in here.
You see the sauna. It's it's currently closed, but it's full of steam. Would you like to go in?
Do it. Mm, hmm. Hang on. I'll put Ronald down like here-ish, and then step in here.
Yeah, okay, it's upon first glance seems to be a sauna.
Is there anybody in it?
Do you want to roll an investigation check looking for people?
Yes.
Roll.
15.
There don't seem to be any people in here. But while you are looking around, you do knock a little plank loose under the bench,
Ooh, I'll check
somewhere
that
over
out.
here. Uh, Behind it, you find a couple of little like it's kind of weird. It's like a note of some description, but it's really poorly written. Like it's pretty hard to make out what it actually says.
I'll
Uh,
pick.
the few words that are legible are like if you do you want to read it actually?
Yeah, yeah.
The few words that are legible is like it seems to be like just something about like they're here, they know who we are, what's going on, and
Hmm.
then just it sort of spirals off into like madness.
I'll put it in my pocket and I'll then come out and collect Ronald from over here and then uh, is this a pool? of some sort?
It is a jacuzzi.
Uh,
It is not
I'll
switched on.
I'll again put Ronald down like here and inspect the jacuzzi inside and out for anything strange.
The jacuzzi seems to be a jacuzzi. It, it's got nice bubbly water if you turn on a specific switch. Um, Roll investigation. See if you can find anything else weird about this jacuzzi.
It's a jacuzzi.
Yeah, it's definitely a jacuzzi.
Yep, that's definitely a jacuzzi. I'll go and pick Ronald up again. Then walk over here and tell both of my friends who are currently not a drooling mess
Perfect.
that, yeah,
Also,
uh,
Grim, give us a perception.
that I've found this note. If either of you can make, uh,
Andrew, also give me a perception.
if you can make sense of it. Uh,
Sure. Andrew, you see there's a cabinet here, which seems to contain, like, weird drinks in a weird container.
I'll pass the note to Constantine.
You think you see something, like, wiggling around inside the drink. Uh,
Do I know what that is?
you do. Assuming you have.
Put that down. Carefully.
There are approximately 6 bottles that it was stocked with.
Are they all like tadpoles? Is that what we're?
Yeah, they're little tadpole-looking things. Roll Arcana to see if you know what they are, except Constantine, who knows what they are because that's his backstory. Are you Googles them?
I mean,
They
if I need to make a check, I have expertise in it as well.
these are clearly like frog tadpoles.
Yeah, your other friend over there these are definitely just normal frog tadpoles, clearly.
Yeah, we can set them free, right? They're completely normal.
You will not touch those things. You have no clue what's going on here. Yes.
Oh, I can see where I went wrong. Hmm.
Okay. Do I think that if we just destroyed the bottles with them inside, they'll die if they're just left?
Uh, you think if you smash the bottles, they'll like die eventually?
Sure.
You could probably kill them by putting them in the hot tub and turning it on, to be honest. No,
Sure.
it would disturb the
that then.
brine enough.
I'll do that, and I'll just drop the bottles in the hot tub and turn them on until it cooks them.
Cool.
Yeah.
After like 5 minutes of the hot tub being on, you see the tadpoles stop wiggling around in their bottles.
Good. Good. I'll turn back to everyone else. Like, is that everything that we've up here?
I passed the note to Constantine and I say I found this note. It's mostly gibberish.
What does it say?
I can make out a few words that aren't totally insane, and it says like things like "they're coming," "they know we're here," They're inside. Uh, that's really all I can make out. That's not complete gibberish to me, anyway.
Please send help.
You, you, you. I thought you might be the best person to be able to decipher it.
Let's have a look at it. Is there anything else on there?
I'll pass it over to Constantine.
If you look at it, Constantine, you notice that the writing seems really like Constantine looks at it and actually can properly read it. Constantine, what you see is like some of this note is properly like written out, and some of this note is like scribbled in a really weird way. You're not quite sure what it says, but you do think that this is a language of some description.
So you think it's? I think it's a language of some description. It's not deep speech though, right?
It's not deep speech because that doesn't have a written language.
I didn't think so, but I thought I'd just check.
That is purely spoken.
It's not primordial either, is it?
It is not primordial.
How many languages do you speak, computer man? Oh, that's not helpful.
So if you can,
Just a moment.
so if you can find somebody who can read it but can only speak in like, you know, celestial, you'll be fine. Sure, try. Give me, give me an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what kind of language this would be based on like the Google Translate database.
Constantine pokes Justin and is like, "What is that small device he keeps pulling out?"
Uh, yeah, you just about piece together that this is like it's a sort of like it's a form of it's like undercommon basically. It's undercommon. Would you like to try and type in the characters into Google Translate? Uh, okay. So some of the characters are definitely not properly written. Uh, please make another intelligence check to see if you can like interpret them correctly. Ah, okay. So Google Translate spits out uh according to Google Translate it starts talking about like and then you put the bacon in the microwave and you run around.
Yes. Anyway, let's go down this hole and finish off these people down here. Uh, lightly slap him on the face.
He's
Like, some of the
still
crew came with me, right? Like I didn't come on my own.
that's true. Some of the
I,
crew are here.
I'll pass him off to the. We should pass him off to the crew to take care of him.
Yeah.
Sure,
Have them take him back to the ship.
the rest of the crew will take Ronald back to your little ship. Yes.
I mean, I just didn't have time to mention it, to be honest.
Mm.
And they might have been left guarding the entrance.
You just walked in, found the rest of the party, and just started walking downstairs, and then you were like, ah, the crew. Oh yeah, those guys, and they're just like standing outside, like, I wonder how this is going. Yeah.
Once they've taken Ronald back to the ship, I'll say, should we proceed?
Sure,
Uh,
you first.
yeah, as you start, so you start making your way down this staircase. It spirals down for a bit, until it's sort of you get to a point where there's like a lift. Uh, with some buttons and like a little buttoned panel that just has 2 floors. There is either the floor it's currently on or ground floor.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, ground floor is up, right?
Ground floor is down.
Oh, okay, so we're high. I didn't get that impression,
It,
sorry.
it's not that you're high, it's that this place is above a ravine.
Sure.
Okay, everybody
Robot
in.
person. I'm gonna let robot person deal with technology.
Robot person. Lift.
I'll step onto the platform of the lift.
Okay. Is, is,
And
every, is everyone getting in the lift? There is no elevator music because this is not the 70s. But the robot does start doing that. Sure.
uh, I'll press the button for ground.
Uh, okay, so as you descend, uh, you go like it goes for like 4 or 5 minutes down. Uh, and the lift opens, and you're hit with this terrible smell. Like it smells awful, and everything's pink and fleshy as soon as you step out of the lift. Like it goes from sort of sleek, modern, like nice metal, and it just then goes like pink, terrible, just fleshy walls everywhere.
Oh no, war flashbacks.
Yeah, the gift starts getting PTSD.
You'll see
Seems to
soon
be made
enough.
out of, yeah, it seems to be made out of some sort of flesh.
Uh,
They should have brought more explosives.
uh, the Gith can the Gith make an intelligence saving throw? Well, actually, just give me a flat intelligence roll.
Oh, I preferred the first one. I don't think
Sure.
I actually
Actually,
need
you can
it.
do Arcana. You can do
No, it's
Arcana
fine.
if you want.
It's fine.
Sure.
I've done it now.
Uh, yeah. You would be aware that this place is. You'd reckon you should come back here with more people, or when you're stronger, because you think this place is going to be chocked full of like a lot of dangerous people and mind flayers mainly.
Does your ship have like cannons capable of breaching the surface?
No, no, not as far as I'm aware, no. But no, no, no.
Do I think the cannons that are installed on that ship would be able to reach this position if we started firing them?
You think it could, but it would take ages, and the bombing would be pretty ineffective. Like you'd probably guessing for you could guess that it might eventually collapse the top parts of the structure, but probably wouldn't deal any serious damage to places that would be better protected.
Okay. So, Constantine sort of steps back into the elevator and says out loud, "We should really go get large amounts of explosives and come back."
I agree. Despite never being in a place like this, flesh tunnels make me uncomfortable.
So you're all gonna head out then?
I'll press the
Well,
button to go back
I'm
up.
just I'm just on the like. Don't press that yet because the robot man. Are you stepped out into the fleshy corridor?
What's IU doing? Does IU want to go for an explore? It's just- Yep. Uh, do you now push the button?
Yeah,
Hey, start going back up, and you make it back to the bottom of the stairs.
I head back up and go back up to the
Thank you.
the.
Warning: you do not want to be here yet. This place is too high level. There is a massive skull icon above the place.
You walk in. A message appears. You're about to enter a deadly area. All encounters here will be higher level than you.
Yeah. As soon as we get back to this floor, I head upstairs and back to the ship.
Okie dokie. He's all arrived back at the ship.
I think what we maybe should do is is crash the ship into the area we know that is, and then blow up the ship.
Then we have no way of escaping this planet.
It's a small price to pay.
I'd rather not be on the same planet as those things.
Oh, but if we do this, we should kill them. Then we have to do
Yeah.
it manually.
You do think that if the engine went off, like if you rigged it correctly, you could probably make a bomb strong enough to destroy that facility.
Yeah, I'm like laying out plans. I'm like, here's the tonnage yield of your engines. Here's what the damage we need to deal. We're and you have the initial impact of ramming the ship into the facility.
You also think that Lawrence's lightsaber, if you made its heatsink too high, it could be like fashioned into a decent grenade, effectively.
Like,
Alt.
Constantine is laying out his plan for like the the like kamikaze mission into the facility to kill all the mind flayers.
Oh yeah, Lawrence, you also notice that your lightsaber is a couple degrees hotter than when you got it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not overly keen on that plan either.
Oh,
As
clearly
much as
you
the
are.
robot creeps me out, I don't want to blow the robot up.
Oh yeah, Andrew,
No, turn
Andrew,
the
you
ship
also
into a
notice
bomb.
your magic gun is getting quite hot as well.
No, turn the ship into a bomb. Like you're fine. You're just a little robot.
He is technically the ship.
I don't know this.
This is true.
Why would why would you be the ship? You're a little robot. The ship's this big thing that's we're standing in. Are you telling me we're standing inside you? Yes.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
having this discussion in the ship.
That's just not true. You're in front of me.
Uh, You see, his consciousness is manifested within the personification of this robot.
I turn I turn to Justin. I'm like, now I know this is a hard concept, but a person can't be in two places at once. So you can't both be the big ship thing and the small robot thing. That's just not how things work.
No, this is how the consciousness of the ship chooses to interface with its crew through the robot.
The what?
The ship interfaces with the crew, the people that are on the ship, through the robot.
Sorry, you lost me at the I word. I don't get that word.
The ship interacts with the crew through the robot.
That seems incredibly inefficient. No battleship I've ever been on has done that.
This isn't a battleship specifically.
So yeah, we can sacrifice this like shell and leave the robot alive and just like destroy this facility.
I think it'll probably have some sort of effect on the robot.
Would you not sacrifice one life in order to save the universe from?
So I don't want to be stuck on the same planet as murderous brain people. If
Uh,
You
there's a
won't be.
chance
You'll be
that we
stuck on a
would,
planet. It
if
won't
there's a
be. You'll
chance
be
that
stuck on a planet without them.
uh,
that
3 of the
we
crew members actually joined Grimm's side, including Golden Hand Dude, because they all have vendettas against Mind Flayers.
I point out to. Trying to talk to Justin's wife, whose name I don't remember. I don't think I got told it. The
Amer.
healing explosion woman. Sorry,
Yes, Amer. Her name is
Amer.
Amer.
I'm like Amer. Surely
Yep.
you can see that this plan would completely work, and that explosions are the way forward.
there's a chance that it wouldn't fully work, leaving a few alive, and
Like
us
a very
stranded on the
small
planet,
chance.
and with us stranded on the planet with it.
Yeah, it probably would destroy that complex.
Yes, but I want to get off this planet.
Then we'd probably have to, like, find a ship on this planet somewhere.
And we don't know where one is currently.
Well, there's a population center, like, a few thousand miles in that direction.
I would point out my plan just requires a ship of roughly this size, not specifically this ship.
Yeah, we could probably steal a ship.
Unless you all wish to march down into the tunnels and just, hand
Get
yourselves
murdered.
over.
Although I think, although she says going over to one of the ship's terminals, like the sensors say that that place has shielding that activates when anything over a certain temperature goes near it. So I reckon we'd probably have to deal with that first.
Well, I mean, would we? So the temperature thing shouldn't be a problem if we crash the ship inside first, right?
Yes,
We'd have to get
possibly.
we'd have
We
to get past the shielding first, and
Because
then
the energy overload of the engine wouldn't happen until after we'd crashed.
That's true, but it might trigger on the thrusters. So we'd probably have to, like,
Build up
drop it
speed,
from
cut the
above.
build up speed, cut
Like,
the thrusters, and glide in.
yeah, we'd probably have to try that to sort of get it done. So we need to steal a ship that's this size with an autopilot system that we can program that function into.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could, like,
Anyone have
theoretically just
alternate
slam a ship
plans?
into this. That's also assuming that there are no more of them.
on a planet of this size, and given how advanced this base is, I'm fairly sure there's probably more than just this one facility with these kind of creatures in.
I'm hearing a lot of naysaying, not a lot of actual thoughts from people.
We
I've
could
I,
go to the population center, nick a ship, and blow this place up, and then search the rubble to see if maybe like another one went off to go and colonize somewhere else.
how
Then we
about
could
we
steal
block
another
this?
ship and blow that place up.
How about we block this tunnel off
Sounds like a
until
reasonable
later?
plan.
We
Uh,
block this tunnel off and leave for now.
Otherwise, we should probably inform like the authorities. Only only problem is they'll like come and arrest us. But other than that, sure, it's fine.
But we're innocent, right?
Depends on the crime. I mean that massacre that you guys did yesterday on that like ship, definitely not that.
What massacre?
Well, yeah, it was on the news. You like they found a hangar just full of corpses.
I still think we should just block this
There was an
place off and
engagement and
leave.
some people died. That's not a massacre.
Yeah. Yeah. You are wanted for those murders though. Because cameras exist? Oh,
Wait, are there no cameras in here?
uh, there should be if there aren't.
I'll say to my wife, "Can you turn this into some sort of grenade?" Handing over my lightsaber.
Yeah. Basically already is one.
How quickly
She
could you
just
have that
she
done?
just turns it on for a bit longer, and then she like opens up a little panel, and she just watches it tick up for a bit, and then she turns it off and says, "Okay, turn that on and throw it at something, and it'll blow up."
How powerful is it? Is it enough to cause some sort of structural damage?
Pretty strong, yeah.
I'll take both of
Take
McDougal's as well. And I'll say,
both
can
of
you do
the.
the same with these two as well?
Graham just realized a thing.
Sorry.
Uh, it's fine. But yes, you're taking the lightsaber grenade.
I'm taking the two off McDonald as well.
Oh, you're taking the two lightsabers off McDonald. Okay,
I'm
got it.
asking my wife to do the same with them.
Oh yeah, your wife's like, what happened to him?
Oh,
My brain dog made him unconscious. He's now
Like,
stupid until he's not. I don't know.
Lo- uh,
Yeah.
okay. These are the
Um,
weirdest symptoms I've ever seen.
so can you turn these into grenades, please? Holding over McDonald's lightsabers.
Yeah, you just have to let them overheat. She just takes them both, turns them on, slides the panel to check the heat, and watches it builds up. And then she just turns them off. They just build up heat over time. The core of
I'll
these things is very unstable. The more you use them, the more likely they'll just, explode.
I'll
yeah.
take all
I
three. Go
noticed
back.
that you have actually built a negative into things that put out that much damage.
Yes.
Um,
Theoretically, if you just keep using those things for long enough, they will just detonate and kill you.
I'll leave the ship and go back to the tunnel that we're in.
Okay.
And I'll set the three lightsabers on, and I'll turn them on, laying them in a next to all three of them in the corner of the corridor. Actually, yeah. at the top of the lift shaft,
Okay.
just a little bit outside of the lift shaft. Turn all three on at the same time. Put them in the corner of the corridor. Then sprint back to the ship.
Okay. Make a dex save. Because you didn't throw them, you just turned them on next to you.
9.
Ah, fun. Okay, so... Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. That's not good, Lawrence. Well, you did get to run away a bit. But that is not how most explosions work in D&D. Lawrence,
I do have 2 layers of shield.
that's
There.
true.
Sorry, I would have 3 by now.
That's true, so you have 3 lightsabers there. That's that much. Uh, you have your 3 layers of shield up. So yeah, you lose all your shielding pretty quick. And
Yeah,
you take like 15 damage of burn.
15.
Yes, 15 fiery damage.
Okay. I'll use uh, uh, what's it called? Second wind.
But you did disable that lift.
1d10 plus plus fighter level, which is 4. 7. I regain 7.
Good. Uh, s- so are you heading back to the ship now?
Yeah,
So yeah, you all just see Lawrence return, and his like the entire back of him has just been like massively singed, and his shield generator's battery looks a little lower than it did before.
that should buy us a little bit of time. Anyway, let's go. I go and take a very cold shower.
Your wife will chuck a healing on you.
Thank you.
Where are you heading off to then?
Where can we get more larger explosives?
Well, Lawrence's wife actually knows a lot about that. Um, you regain 8 hit points, Lawrence. She says that a couple of systems over, there's actually like production facility where they make some really good explosives for the war effort. Because
Okay.
we're sort of near the frontier. We could probably break into one of their factories and steal some.
It'd be really useful for our armory.
Also, that too. There might be some other stuff in that facility as well. But those things are pretty heavily guarded. I know. From personal experience.
Well, you do.
I think this woman has a great plan.
She has
Should
a
we,
lot of them, yeah.
should we head off for there then?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's gonna be like a month or two of flying. like a month and a half.
Is Yeah, I'm still on the I would like to just ram the ship in here, but like the ship itself seems very reticent to do that.
Uh,
This is
so
what you
about
get for making thinking ships.
so about 6 days into your journey, you realize that you're about to run out of food pretty quick.
Places. Are there any places nearby that we could buy supplies from?
There is a station that you could stop at. It is owned by people who want you dead. Sure, you can land in there.
Can we? Do we have enough fuel and food to fly around for a further 2 hours so we can have a long rest?
Uh, you've had a long rest by this point. It's been a few
All
days.
right. All right. Okay. So yeah,
Uh,
completely.
and fuel's not really the problem, provided you're like provided your wife stays aboard.
Yeah.
She's kind of the battery for Andrew at the minute,
Yeah. We need food.
but you do definitely need supplies and food.
Yeah.
Or you could hire someone who knows good berry.
Um. Is that the only location that we know of nearby?
That's the nearest one. There's like a slightly shadier little station near, like a little bit further along that you could probably make it to.
Which do you prefer? Shadier but not wanted necessarily. More reputable but wanted.
I'm new here. I believe this should go in a seniority.
I just want everyone's opinions so I can disregard them, mock them, embrace my own, and then carry on. Yeah.
Amaya agrees with this
Is this
plan.
a is this a thing that you guys do? Just make everyone want to kill you?
That's the thing that the robot likes to do.
Well, they never intend to, but they always achieve it.
Anyway, let's go to the slightly shadier place. Shady's less wanted.
But more privately owned, and thus less laws are enforced.
Yeah.
Um, it takes a little. It takes like another day or so. Food's running very low now, but you do arrive. Cause like fuel's not really your issue. It's more just you got some hungry
Water and
boys.
stuff. Yeah. So, uh, what do we see when we get nearby this slightly shadier locale?
Uh,
Other than it being shady.
you see this station.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where do we get any when we get near? Do we get any uh message alerts or anything, or
Uh,
are, are there
you
any obviously empty docking bays?
you get pinged to head to a docking bay that's like on this arm.
Okay, I see. Let's head there.
Yeah, so you arrive. It's just like it seems to be like a district that's just full of like a lot of travelers. It's like the airport section, basically.
Yeah.
Ships are
What
constantly flying in and out.
do we see when we get there?
It's just some hangars and stuff. Like, you could probably take a look around, try and buy some stuff.
Yeah, I'll take a look around and look for any projectile weapons, and also another lightsaber. Another
you have-
3 lightsaber.
Can you have a look for like a grenade launcher and any special grenades just if you're out?
Okay, so Lawrence wants to go looking for weapons. What does everyone else want to do? Yeah, so each day Ronald seems to be getting better and better. He's now on like 7 int. So he's almost back. 8.
He, he knows how to make a cheeseburger, but he's not quite back to Big Macs yet.
Like he got his ability to speak back on like day 6. Today he's like, yeah, I feel a bit smarter. Great.
So what's everybody doing?
Lawrence, your wife heads off to go do something just interesting in the background. It seems everyone wants to go to the weapons shop. What does the Gith want to do?
I mean, I really want a grenade launcher, but I've told other people to check if they can get that for me. I'm gonna head and actually organize getting food.
Good, good. So most of the crew. So most of the crew are gonna follow you to help you like move food crates onto the ship and stuff.
Sure.
Uh, and one of the crew is gonna ask Andrew to come with you guys because he has the money.
Yeah. I mean, you
In
can
that
just give
case,
them credits.
I'll go with my wife.
Or you can just give them some credits, Andrew. Okay, fair
It's
enough.
a necessity for us to live, like fuel for your ship.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
in
that's
that
your
case
food.
I'll just go with my wife in that case.
Okay. So Lawrence is breaking off to go with. So what you're telling me is splitting the party. Got it. In a really bad way. Yes, yes, yes. 16, has 16 people. Great. Uh, okay. So you're heading to the weapon shop. Uh, yeah. You go to the shopping district.
I thought they were going to do food first.
Oh yeah. You are doing food. Well, you still head to the shopping district. Because, yeah, you're going to buy it in bulk. Uh, yes. You're going to Space Costco.
Or whoever will spot, or whichever brand of space supermarket will sponsor this show.
Yes.
Uh, uh, yes. Other space shops are available.
So,
sorry, sorry,
yes. So,
sorry for
food.
derailing you.
That's fine. So, food. You go to buy some food. You can find a shop that sells bulk goods. What would you like to buy as you're making your way through the aisles? They have most things. They have like lots of interesting things. They have weird fruits, some strange meats. They have these weird like they're like silver packets. Uh, and there's a silver packeted bar thing that seems and it's advertised for like Low flavor, but lasts a long time.
Okay, so Constantine is going to look for efficiency in foods. So long lasting, filling, like
You find
military style rations.
Constantine arrives at the Grey Flavor Cube. You find large boxes that just have that like are essentially featureless. They actually have a little sign next to them to show what the food looks like, and it's just a grey cube. And the description written on the boxes has everything you need to live.
I asked. I'm gonna. Is there like an attendant?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for how long it lasts and sort of what the suggested ration sizes are of these things.
Well, one cube will last you the whole day. Uh, it tastes terrible, but it will keep you alive and doesn't really spoil it. It'll take like a year to spoil, roughly.
Okay, so what's the cost difference from taste terrible to doesn't really taste of anything?
Uh, well, there's taste terrible, then there's like the flavored ones. What flavor would you like?
Oh, so you don't just have a plain.
Yeah, we don't really have just like plain. There's like people if they're like like springing for an expensive option, they don't really go for like just plain. They're just
I
flavored.
assumed that plain would still be the cheap option. I'm sorry.
Plain does exist, but it's like a niche brand. No one carries it.
Sure, sure. Uh, well, I mean, I'll survive on the base stuff. That's fine by me.
Uh,
You
the most of
and
the crew objects and it's like, we want to buy the cola one. I want to buy the pizza one. I like this one. Some of them are pointing at like other foods that are like nicer but spoil
what's
faster.
the money cost for enough food for 2 months for the crew on this stuff?
On the like terribly tasting flavor
Yeah,
cubes.
on the base on the like the base level.
Ah, yeah, you could buy food for the whole crew with like 5 silver, 2 months of food.
Okay, now what's it if we go up to like a chickeny flavored?
Chickeny flavor. Mm.
Sorry, what? And you said 5 silver.
Fair
Sure.
enough.
So what you're saying is effectively I'm going 5 silver base food for the crew, and then you're like everybody else gets to buy additions for the food, so that we can. Mhm. Sure.
Okay.
Uh,
One of them comes up to you and asks, "Can we buy a fridge and a microwave?" Um, Costco don't sell fridges. Sure, sure. He says, just so long as we have a fridge, otherwise we can't store some of the food. And a
so
microwave
the
would be
GIF
useful for
also
cooking
wants
stuff.
to ask about long lasting vitamin drink. to keep because it's a requirement to stop all the part of the crew from getting ill.
Yeah, like scurvy and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, the attendant goes, I can see you're an efficient sort of long-term space traveler. And he brings you over this section that's full of uh,
Little packets of the
like,
juicer.
there's there's sort of options. You have these containers that just contain large amounts. There's advertises, okay, there's some containers for water that come in these sort of sort of tube things, containers. Or there's this kit that you can use to turn air into water.
Oh, I was
Uh,
looking more for like a lime style, like.
hang on, I'm getting to that. Then what you do is, and he takes you over here. These you have packets of nutrients that you tear open and you pour it into the water, and it kind of gives it a bit of a bitter taste, but
Mhm.
it'll stop stuff like that. There's
I
lemon and
check.
lime powdery packets that you just put in.
I check with the captain that or the ship
It
technically, that we
it
have a
goes.
water supply system in the ship.
You do not.
I say we should sponge for the one that lets us make water rather than having to buy new water every time.
That would be a good old 134 credits. $34 credits.
Like one.
Credits are basically gold.
So is it not like 10 silver makes a gold, 10 copper makes a silver? Is that how it works in this thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Uh, I don't know
Yes.
how many credits you have. This is my. Oh, sure.
Yeah,
So
yes, he has 10,000 and he's 5,000 in debt. 5,400 in debt.
So if we buy the 134, are you able to do us a deal on the vitamin packets?
Sure, we'll throw in a week supply of vitamin packets
No, I
for
meant how much is
80%.
2 months?
How much
Like
is 2 months of vitamin packets? That's uh, probably two sort of silver. It's like 0.2 credit, 0.2 credits.
sure. So if we're spending 140 credits already, like 0.2 credits, you can just give us that, right?
Sure, we'll throw the basic ones in with that because you can buy fancier ones that make it
That's fine.
taste either neutral or like lemonade.
No, that's not worthwhile. Just the
Mm,
basics.
because it will make the water taste a bit funny, but oh well, here you go.
Cool.
Uh, and he hands you a box that contains a bunch of the powder packets.
Uh, did we have like some sort of like trolley or whatever we could load things on?
Yeah, there's a bunch of bulk shopping trolleys at the entrance.
Cool. I start loading up our 2 month supplies of food, water, add-ons, and our water creator.
Yeah, the crew are also doing that, but they're also adding on all of their weird cool foods and things. A bunch of seed packets. Okay. That's that's true. Oh, okay. Okay. What plant seeds would you like to buy? There are a bunch. Okay, there are a bunch of alien ones that you have no clue what they are unless you like Google them. Or are you literally just like have a packet of that, a packet of that, a packet of that, a packet of that? Sure, sure. You get to the counter and they say, "Oh damn, there'll be 10 credits." Sweet, man. Nobody goes for those hard flowers. They're weird. No, I mean this one. It's literally like, yeah, it's the texture of it kind of feels like a rock. Nobody goes for them because they kind of look weird. What? Are you are you, are you planning to like stone someone with a plant? The cashier looks very confused. Amazing. Okay, well we've done you guys for your little like actually getting the things that you need to live. On onto Lawrence and his wife. She goes, "Ah, you're journeying for this one, honey. Let's do this."
Yes, let's go.
She starts heading over to a casino,
Alright, okay.
and she sits at a poker table.
I'll sit at the same poker table.
Uh, okay. Uh, time to. Okay, we're gonna now play some poker with D6.
Okay.
Uh, well, actually, it'd be D10 would be better. It's 13. That's a weird number. Mm, sure, we'll try poker with D6s. Why not?
I ask what type of poker is it?
Uh, space poker.
Alright, straight.
Roll the D6. Roll your 4 D6s, Lawrence.
Okay.
Actually, sure. Lawrence, roll. Oh, okay. That would have been pretty good. That would have been pretty good.
Damn it!
Stupid Andrew making games get changed.
I argue that it should be poker. Poker, damn it! Poker! But this is something else. This is blackjack.
uh,
But I want blackjack. Yeah.
instead of that,
Blackjack. Blackjack's over
your
there.
wife's
Anyway.
your wife's gonna do this. Nice. So wife cheats.
Okay.
Uh,
We're still rolling 46, right?
Sure,
I'll
but
roll it.
she'll be rolling her actual proficiency. Uh, yeah. So and then I'll just roll some like 3 scrubs here at the table with you guys. Okay. So immediately one person's out. Oh yeah, how much are you putting on this, by the way? The
Well, I got.
the minimum bet is 10 credits.
Okay. I've got 0 credits on me currently.
Your wife will spot you 10 credits so you can
Okay.
play. Uh,
I'll put 2 credits forward.
minimum bet is 10 credits. You have to bet 10 credits.
I'll put forward 10 credits.
Okay, so it's you and your wife sort of are doing the best at the minute. The other players are eliminated, and it's now just you two. Uh, your wife will double her bet. What are you gonna do?
Given that I don't have any credits on me, I'll just stick,
Okay.
I guess.
Roll your d6. Ah, yeah. Your wife wins the pot.
Yeah. I'll say, well, that's me cleaned out.
She
Damn.
just says thanks for those credits back.
Well, if there's anything I can do, it's to at least make you look good.
Oh, you do that all the time, darling, just by being there.
Yeah, yeah.
Your wife's gonna keep playing a few more rounds.
I'll say, if you don't mind, I'll go and check how the others are doing and making sure they don't kill anyone.
Sure, sure. I'm now gonna secretly roll to see how rich or poor your wife becomes.
Well, she's already infinitely richer than I am, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've not got that thing that you're doing the work for to pay you a wage yet.
What thing?
The incredibly toothy thing.
Oh.
Graham is concerned that the captain isn't actually paying the crew.
Oh,
Yeah, the crew are still under the current. Most of the crew is like, okay, well, we're criminals. This is just we're the mafia in space. He doesn't need to pay us. No, it's more like let's go rob some people and earn some money. So that's why you don't need to pay us because we're gonna get an equal share of this loot. This is space piracy, basically.
see any shops that are out of the way? Like in a back alley that nobody goes to?
Yeah, you see some sketchy shops. There's a questionable restaurant that's just advertised with the word real meat. Like the
Okay.
word definitely real meat.
Um, do I pass any shops that are run by like what looks like really old people?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Uh, what are shops?
Yeah.
These
I'll
are
just
just weird houses.
I'll head to where I think the rest of the party are.
Roll survival. See if you can find your way to sort of like the Costco. Yeah. You managed to make it there, no trouble. You find like a map and it tells you where to go.
Hey, look, here's this weird house that everyone's in for some reason.
So when you arrive, you just see like several crew members loading up these bulk carts of goods with like boxes of food and stuff.
Hey, why are you taking stuff from this weird house? You don't live here.
Uh, Graham, just as sort of you're putting the last couple boxes on your cart, you see your compatriot, your companion over there just approach, wondering why you're robbing a house.
What?
This is not your house.
Yeah, we paid for this stuff.
You don't buy stuff from houses.
This is a shop.
Cars on houses.
This is literally a shop.
What do you mean, what the shop?
Shop owner, explain to them this is a shop.
I'm confused.
It's like those places that sell weapons, except they sell food that we need for the ship to not die.
Oh. Right.
Oh, hey, Captain. If we're doing work for you, what's the percentage share that everyone gets of the credits earned for the ship?
What do we
If we're
get
your
paid?
crew, if we're your crew and we're doing all like a bunch of work for you, you should give us a credit-based reward for that work.
Yeah.
It's called paying your employees.
Yes.
No, that's required for people to not die. That's not payment, that's just so you have a crew.
They they they've
To
acquired.
make sure your crew
Yeah.
don't murder your robot body and take over the ship against your wishes, you have to keep them happy, and that is done through payment.
Of credits usually.
Goods and or services can sometimes be accepted.
But it's usually credits.
Golden Arm is there. He's currently packing boxes away. Oh, you have to like pay people for them to do things. Well, like otherwise, then people would stop doing things. Depends. Usually it's like a value-based thing. Like how much do I value this person is like and then that like how much do I value the work that this person does and then you give them like an appropriate amount relative to that. But make sure that you still have some for yourself and stuff.
Life doesn't have
Well,
to have
life
value
might not, but
for.
like you've got to pay people for like what the
It's
work that they do, even though life and the work has no ultimate value. It has
Argue.
some monetary value to you.
Life doesn't have value, labor has value.
Well, see, there you go.
how much do you value the
Usual
labor
rate
that
is
your
something
crew does?
like 7.5 to 9 credits per hour of work that is done.
That seems spot on to me.
It may actually be low. Like when I
Yeah.
was in a previous occupation, I was getting paid 100 credits an hour.
I mean, the way pirates do it is everybody gets a share of the treasure. Captain gets 2 shares. Battlemaster gets a share and a half. Quartermaster gets a share and a half. Surgeon gets a share and a quarter.
What does everybody want?
One person pipes up, I want video games. Video games for the ship.
Do we have a video game console or a way to play them?
Uh, Andrew has chips challenge.
There was no what?
Windows
95?
95.
Windows 95. Yeah, Andrew has all of those video games from like Windows 95. So he's got like Minesweeper and Chips Challenge. Uh no, they have no console. Some of them also pipe up about like, oh, we need a TV first though. So people want like a TV, video games, like get some subscription services. But how else can I watch an amazing new TV series? But we can be cool pirates that keep up to date with pop culture references. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Phones.
Phone.
We want phone. We all want phones. Lot of credits.
I
Oh,
was
that's a
about to
good.
say the GIF wants a grenade launcher with fancy grenades.
That's a good point. Also weapons. We also want weapons. We want a lot of stuff, basically.
But we're gonna go steal something to blow up the mind flayers.
Yeah. TV, PlayStation, microwave, freezer.
Lightsabers.
Boo.
No,
No.
the lightsabers are on top of all of that.
All the crew boos the lightsabers.
I'll boo you in a minute.
PlayStation, fun. TV, fun.
Lightsabers.
Fridge,
Fun.
fridge, necessary for storing the food we just bought.
Lightsaber
Microwave,
necessary
necessary
for
for cooking
defense.
some of the food we just bought.
Lightsaber necessary for defense.
Uh, oh, and then there's a few obscure board games on there, all marked under like fun. A TV and a PlayStation, got it.
What about
Okay,
weapons? I'm part of the crew.
Yeah. I would like to point out I am bigger than them and they will do what I say.
Okay, I'm going to rob a shop now. I'll walk off to the nearest weapon shop.
I grab him.
you'll have to find out by going to the weapons store.
I'm gonna grab.
But you can pick up a
Justin.
fridge for like 100 credits, and you can pick up a microwave for like 40 credits. If you want a brand new TV, it's a wide range of like credit, like it's a wide credit range. A cheap one you could probably pick up for like 60 credits. An expensive one you could go like whole hog 1,000 credits. Uh,
I
I
am not
didn't.
letting that guy rob that
Yeah,
store.
the big big dude just grabbed him.
Yeah. Then we can decide how much money there is for TVs and stuff after we buy weapons.
Okay.
The alternative is I try and rob the place.
So you make it to
We'll
the
save
weapon.
that for just in case.
So you make it to the weapons store. Oh yeah, interesting. Roll a perception check, everyone.
Yeah.
Uh, Lawrence, you know, Lawrence and yeah, just Lawrence.
Persuade you to see something.
Lauren, you see there's a shop that can give you like cybernetic modifications.
Hmm. I'll wander in that direction.
Okay. You will notice as Lauren sort of breaks off from the group to go and look at a shop.
He can't break off. He's under my arm.
Okay. Uh, yeah, both of you make both of you make strength checks. See if you can hold Lauren.
Yeah, he's a bit of an advantage over me on strength. Oh, we match.
Uh, Meets it does beat it though.
I know.
So, Lauren's just.
Technically, I rolled higher.
Yeah, that's true, but you have a lower modifier, unfortunately. But yeah, he just manages to wiggle free of the Gift's grasp, and you see him like walking off to this like cool cybernetics shop.
Do I shoot him in the head? Do I shoot him in the head? Okay. I'm off to the weapon shop with the credits guy.
Cool. So you guys head to the weapon shop. Lawrence, as you walk into the cybernetics shop, what do you want to do?
I'll walk up to the. I presume there's a counter, or is it like the Apple Store?
There is a counter.
I'll
This
walk
place
up.
looks sketchy.
Okay.
This does not look like a reputable shop.
I'll say, do you have any augments for making my arms quicker?
Do you have any money?
How about I let you experiment on me for a bit?
How about I take one of your kidneys and I'll give you some cool eyes.
No, thank you. I'll leave.
Damn it. That's another kidney out of the door.
I go into the weapons shop. Well, that was boring.
So you make it to the weapons shop and then Lawrence runs in a couple seconds later. Uh, and this place is amazing. There's like a bunch of sealed cases with weapons behind glass. Uh, there's like there's so much cool stuff in here. There's grenade launchers, there's rocket launchers, there's cool grenades, there's like guns,
Well,
tons of different kinds of bullets, there's like some armor. Like it's this place is looks really cool. If you're like an
Uh,
explosives weapons nerd or whatever.
What kind of cool grenades and how much is a grenade launcher?
Oh, in terms of cool grenades, there's like grenades that can pull you in to the blast radius. There's grenades that can there's some grenades that like just deal concussive damage and are like non-lethal. There are some grenades that like if they fail to kill you, there's a chance that they'll stun the enemy. Uh, there's like a kind of grenade that after it goes off, like a little thing will come out and like a little like robot will come out and try and attack them. Uh, of where the shell was. There's one that you throw it and it just shoots a bunch of lasers around instead of actually going off. There's an EMP, which is, judging by the number of them that they have, their most popular item. Uh, because it disables things like personal shields, and most weapons that require like charge or don't have. But they don't work on guns that have an internal reactor.
Sure. Are there any like really weird, like powerful looking like alien weapons?
Yes. There is sort of this giant, like it's sort of like a big cannon. You'd recognize it as sort of this plasma accelerator thing. What you'd do is you'd like set up this tripod first. You'd place it on, then you'd put the bracer in place, which are essentially extra legs, but they sort of like also are connected to a panel that holds the gun in place more.
How does the setup take? How many actions?
It's probably not something that you would want to set up in combat, because it takes a minute. But people like there's a picture of it being used, and it's typically used like on the sides of ships to deal with like tanks, buildings, things like that. Uh, there's also a few antimatter grenades, and there is an antimatter rifle, singular. It's that thing looks ludicrously expensive.
How ludicrously expensive?
I mean they're asking 100,000 credits for it, but it does look modified to hell, and it like the picture of it is like someone fired it and then like at a mountain, and then they looked at the mountain and there was a hole through the mountain, just all the way through.
Okay, so that's our price range. How much are antimatter grenades?
The antimatter grenades are 50,000 credits.
Oof. Oof.
Those things also pack a giant punch. But next to them, one over, there are also thermal grenades that pack a massive punch. Like thermal detonators.
Uh-huh.
What they kind of do is the description for it is like they try and it's an attempt to try and reach absolute hot at a point within the grenade, and it basically just like vaporizes everything around it when it's set off.
No, you know what my next question there is, obviously.
How much? It's 10,000 more credits than the antimatter grenade.
Just pushing out your like fancy stuff.
This is a very fancy weapons shop. There are other guns that look cool. There's a small like handheld plasma accelerator. It is also expensive, but looks like it would. It again looks like you could fire it at basically anything and it would melt through it. Only problem is it's relatively short range.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there is also a kinetic gun section. There are hunting rifles on display, fully automatics, like assault rifles. Uh, they have developed a handheld railgun that seems very expensive, but there is a picture of the kind of destruction it can cause, and it also looks like it just shreds through things.
I was about to ask about a railgun, and it's like, yeah, okay. I believe you. I believe you that would be expensive. So back to this question: how much is a stock stat like a grenade launcher and like some of the, say, the like grenades that stun people if they don't get killed by it?
A grenade launcher run you about 300 credits. The stun grenades, eh, about two, eh, yeah, about 200 credits each.
What's a regular grenade cost in here?
About 75 credits.
Oh, this place is back home. These are 20 credits a piece. What are these people doing?
Mm,
Yeah, sorry, I brought us here. This is all way out of my like. I don't think it's worth it to the rest of you.
we sell cool bullets.
How cool!
uh, you couldn't afford a clip, but you could afford one antimatter bullet.
I think I'll leave it
Uh,
and come back later.
Got it. There are bullets that contain tracking devices, so you can just track people from up to a like it's sort of surface to surface, so you can't track people across light years, but it would work planet side. So you
I
like
give an
want
exact tonnage of explosive required.
okay. Uh, Guy directs you over to the like sort of he has like a selection of like essentially pictures because he doesn't actually display these things. But he's like, okay, so these are like the ship upgrades we have. This is sort of like the Devastator. It like, reduces mountain ranges to dust pretty fast. Uh, we call this one the Cleaver. Uh, have you ever wanted to split an ocean in half? Well, this could do it. Uh, then you've sort of got, you know, like the different grades of bombs, like proper big ones. Like this, you probably want like a grade 3 bomb or higher. You're probably gonna want a grade 3 bomb, grade 4. You're sort of looking like potentially the continent's in danger, grade 5, and maybe the planet is. So you want like a grade 3. Uh,
We have a
um,
strict price limit.
ah, well, what's your price range?
We
Well,
have a limit. You need to tell us how much your stuff costs. We will then argue with you.
got it. So, like, the cheapest kind of grade 3 bomb is like 75,000 credits.
How about you give it to us for 5 credits?
No, but I will give you this. I will give you this sort of like, and he pulls out It's one of those like car decoration things, like those that smell like pine trees. He pulls out one of them, but it's shaped like a bullet. He's like, "I'll give you this for 5 credits." I don't know what you're talking about, sir, but if you will join me in the back room. And he starts heading off to a door at the back.
I'll head off to the back as well.
And he's like, okay, so I've got like a neutrino bomb. It's not exactly super legal, but it'll only run you like 30,000 credits. And also, like, I wouldn't be near it when it goes off or within 100 miles because slight chance of horrible radiation poisoning. And
Do you have it?
and and
Do you,
theoretically, like, it might like possibly be a bit too much for most life to sustain. Yeah, we don't really go cheaper than that, even on the illegal stuff.
do you have any
In terms of grade 3 bombs,
do,
you could
do you,
probably get it done with a few grade 2 bombs. They're about 10 grand a pop.
do
Oh, Mountain Splitter was very, very. Oh, it's a gun that can be fired multiple times. It's way more expensive.
you
So-
have a light? Do you have a laser sword that is of the same sort of standing as this neutrino bomb you speak of?
No. Ha-
No, no.
we could. I mean, there's antimatter blades, but those things are so rare. No
No,
one carries them.
no.
Like, there are
What I mean,
I think there are collectors who own one or two, but like
what I,
the
what
problem is you can't really have them for too long because you can't really store the antimatter properly when you're trying to cut things with it. So it's more like
uh,
a stick that like, you hit against something and then die.
no. What I mean is not necessarily legal lightsaber laser swords.
No, no laser sword is as powerful as a mountain
No,
splitter.
no, not powerful. Legal.
Oh, you want an
What I mean.
illegal one? Sure, I
Yeah.
can sell you that for 50 credits.
Well, do you have any that have got any sort of special features on them?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
the illegal uh laser sword is just a an ordinary laser sword. So I don't know what you're implying. Uh,
You mean Geneva's suggestion?
I mean, you'll have to buy it first, sir.
Uh, sorry. What are the features of this item? Sorry,
Well,
sir.
it's a laser sword standard issue.
Uh, do you have do you
Uh, if they were at a right price, probably. Did he say the price? I missed and I missed it.
50 credits if you want an illegally sourced laser sword.
Sure, if you want to grab me one, that would be very happy for me.
I
Okay. What kind of deal would you like to make? Yeah, sure, that's fine with me. Uh, Graham, I'd like you to roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Does this count as being about a military matter?
Yes.
Okay. So it's that plus 4, so 14.
Okay. Yeah, you'd realize that you reckon these things are super unreliably built, and you can and by opening the heatsink panel on the side, you can tell that they're already pretty close to going off. Like you think they're good for like a minute of actual like in combat use before they'd go off. I mean, they'd work.
Okay. Okay. Last.
No, they're less
We,
expensive than a normal laser sword. They work worse and are already
but they're
close to exploding.
but they're more expensive than the ones you got last time. Is I think
Yeah,
what he means.
because the
Yeah, this
Yes.
yeah,
is looks
This
much more
place does hike up its prices. Do you want a normal laser sword, he asks? 100 credits.
I I
Yes.
I would I'll pass on the laser swords.
But yeah, we should get out of here and go back to talking with our group about getting refrigerators and things like that. Okay, televisions then. I don't know. Whatever they wanted.
I'll pass on the laser sword.
That's one extra grenade. Got it.
Uh, um,
Yeah,
so
theoretically.
what would you give me for this laser pistol and the 49 rounds I have for it?
Uh, he begins examining it. Uh, Looks in okay condition. I'd give you 70 credits for it.
How about 77 credits?
How about 60 credits?
70's fine.
Here's your 70 credits. And he takes the pistol and the ammo.
Yeah, I know.
The
Well,
hippo is leaving.
thank you for your business,
Um,
suckers.
no, I didn't say I was leaving yet. So what was that you were saying about us?
I don't know what you mean.
Do we want to go steal a big bomb?
Hmm. Let's steal a big bomb.
And we can steal a grenade launcher and a rail rifle and an antimatter rifle while we're there.
Yeah. Let's rob a weapons store.
Yeah. Let's wait
Question.
for. Yeah.
Where are the big bombs?
Well, we saw at least two that he showed us.
He didn't show you any. He showed you
He
like
showed us them in the
pictures of.
back room.
No, he didn't show you them in the back room. He showed you pictures of them, and he told you about the ones in the back room. The only things that were in the back room were like he explained the prices of things to you. He didn't actually show you
Oh,
anything
I
in the back
assumed he
room.
was taking us to the back to show us something that we couldn't see normally. That's what it
No,
seemed
he
like
was taking you
to
there that's like so no one could overhear the conversation that you were having.
Did we see anywhere where you could store bombs?
Uh, there was another door in the back room, maybe there, but you have no clue.
Okay.
Presumably, at least the weapons have to be on this station.
Also, that antimatter cannon would totally destroy the thing that we're after anyway. What? Did the crew want to kill him? I just said rob him. It is most definitely not the same thing.
Ooh, I forgot. I need to roll something now. Ah, interesting. But I think we'll leave it there for this session, and I'll have to
With
note
us
that
planning
down.
to go rob a shop.
With you guys planning to go rob a weapons store.
Hey man, it's their fault for pricing their incredibly enticing products way out of our price range.
How dare
Exactly.
expensive things exist?
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
just reappropriating it for the masses.
You mean the criminal empire
No, I mean the
slowly
masses
forming
in that are
around
going to
this
use it
ship?
to save an entire world from mind flayers by probably blowing up that world.
That's accurate. Especially if you break into the warehouse and like are like,
Hey,
okay, now which bomb is the grade 3 bomb and which one is the grade 5 bomb?
Just take all of them.
hey, in the military, we'd have just like destroyed the planet by this point.
I mean, that's an option. You can try and call the GIF.
I cannot be seen if that happens.
Exactly. Mr. Backstory Boy. Could try and call the GIF. They'd probably come into this territory and try and nuke that planet out of existence.
You could give them a ping specifically to that location, so they'll nuke it, and we could be out of there by the time they get
Or you
here.
guys could steal a WMD. And I think one. Yeah, I think we all know which one you're going for.
Why not
I
both?
really want all those fancy rifles and those fancy grenades. I'm sorry, this is.
I would
Plus, this is the first time that I've actually had money.
I would like fancy Grim. I would like fancy weapons.
Fancy
Me.
weapons are expensive, sir.
Yes.
But I want
That's
them.
true. So I'll just steal the person who has all the cool weapons. Something seems off about that.
Yeah,
Ah, well.
Graham's aspirations. I want the fancy weapons. My aspirations. I just want money.
Mm. The railgun is actually probably one of the most expensive things, one of the most expensive handheld weapons in there. Just because it also bypasses shields and does like comparable damage to some of the really like some of the nice stuff.
Can I can I ask a question? How much damage does it, like? Can you give us a list of what one of those weapons actually deals as damage?
Oh, which one would you like? And I need to go open my Google Docs page.
Uh, the antimatter weapon, please.
I want the antimatter like. Okay, the weapon you found was an antimatter sniper rifle, like an incredibly high caliber one.
Mm-hmm.
Graham just like yes, go on. uh, need to look at my Google Docs. 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. Da, da, da. There we go. So it does require ammo, and the ammo is very expensive, but you're just gonna steal that anyway, so it's fine. But the antimatter rifle, oh god, long list. Where is this document? Is it this one? Here. So like in a single target shot, it does 30d10 damage. Per bullet that you can fire.
Mm-hmm.
The railgun. This. The railgun. Does 12d12 damage.
So,
Sorry.
so once we rob this place, we can kind of just turn around and go back to the Mind Flayer colony and wreck it. Is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, if you guys successfully rob this like incredibly advanced weapons shop, you can turn around and go back and like just drop some nukes on this Mindfire place. Mm, yeah, yeah. Problem is your ship doesn't have the weapon slots for some of the guns that are like, let's rend a continent in half. Like your ship's not quite big enough. You probably need a bigger ship, to be honest.
Oh, so we need to like ditch RU and find a better ship.
If you want to put like the super mountain crushing guns on, then yes.
Okay.
You can. There is an upgrade that lets you basically make RU a Gundam.
I'm gonna have to head up.
There's also
Uh,
an upgrade. There's also an upgrade
No,
that
that's a procedure that you would have to pay to have happen to you,
there's also there's
unless
also
you
an,
unless you rob some people.
there's also a procedure that allows it to be turned into a Terminator, right?
Sure, you could buy all the cybernetic enhancements. You're not quite a Terminator, but you know, you'd have a lot of cool stuff. Like,
Am I like the guy from Terminator Salvation that's just like human, but he's got like he's got like
I mean, your arms would be
yeah,
robot-y, bits of your brain would be robot-y, a lot of
yeah,
your
so,
internal
yeah.
organs would be
I don't
robot-y.
know why, but I'm just assuming that he ends up with like the cybernetic enhancements of Tokyo Gore Police. Just like your your genitals are now a shotgun, and you have to thrust to fire this weapon.